Hi, it's Joan W14, and good day. Today it's very beautiful where I live, and it's going to be sunny today and probably rain tomorrow. That's okay. We need the rain as well as the sunshine. Anyway, it's been a minute since I've been on. Things happen, in life, and so anyway, I will make this a multi-purpose video. First of all, as I promised a long time ago, oh, buddy, he likes to bite sometimes. He's love bites, but it's a little bit hard. Okay, I promised to make a video on how I deal with grief, and mainly, I've been very, very sad when I lose someone. It's just very sad, especially to see the other people in my family and my friends that have lost the same person. And anyway, it's something we all need to deal with is grief. Grief is, it's hard work. It's, there's stages you go through, numbness, sadness. Sometimes people are even angry, but I've probably been through all the stages with different people. Some people I've been not very happy about that passed away. It took me a while to, I just went through different stages of grief with my loved ones. The initial sadness, I don't really like to cry in front of people, but I did do a lot of crying by myself. And then at first I was kind of numb. Then I was very depressed, realizing that these people were gone. Not all of them, but some of them I've actually been angry at. There's no reason I should be angry. I mean, they just were sick and they passed away, and it was just hard, and I had trouble, like I said, with other people's, how they deal with grief. I was kind of angry about that because I wanted to talk, and sometimes people don't. They want to forget it, they say. Forget about that stuff. So, anyway, so I just moved on to life, and I realized that not everybody wants to view the body. That's okay, because some people just don't. They want to remember them like they were when they were alive. I'm kind of a different person. I've gone to view people I've never met, and I've and everything else, gone to funerals where someone I didn't even haven't ever met before. That's just the way I am. If I, especially in the congregation, I try to, I hear people say, well, sorry, excuse my X-rated cat, but he's very friendly and affectionate this morning. He wants affection in return, yes. Anyway, Um, I've heard people say, well, I didn't know. Well, I didn't either. And I went to a memorial service one time, and my friend said, "Did you know my aunt?" I says, "No, but I'm here to support the family. I'm here to support you." And so that's just the kind of person I am. I'm the type of the person that sits with the sick while they're dying. I've been with a couple of people when they passed away. Oh boy. Buddy, you good now? Yeah, he's good, kitty. Anyway, sorry. My little carpet here. Let me adjust this. So anyway, the best way I've dealt with it myself is by using my sense of humor. If other people have their way of grieving, it's took me a long time to realize that they're going to grieve differently than I would, maybe differently than you would. But that's kind of like their thing. I can't get upset because somebody doesn't grieve the way I do. Anyway, some people, like I said, don't want to talk about it. They want to forget it. And but I've felt the best way for me. I have a sense of humor. I mean, you don't see it much on here maybe, but I'll have to do a video on sense of humor. Anyway, I've dealt with it. I think of funny or really cute things that my loved one used to do or say, their little quirks, their catchphrases. Yeah, that helps me. Sometimes I think about things and I don't want to say that it makes me happy, but the memory makes me happy. Nobody can take the memories away. And so I felt that the best way to grieve is to do that, use my sense of humor, and to sometimes I have a tendency to keep my the way I grieve or how I feel to myself, because I don't want somebody to get upset with me, so I just keep that to myself. Like there's a friend I've known for a long time that passed away, and I was really emotional about this one. Anyway, I've known her husband since I was a kid, and she was a special lady, and she got sick, so I was very emotional, and yeah, I loved that girl, and she became my instant friend. But anyway, but I don't, I kind of moved past the crying stage, but I hope I don't start crying now. But anyway, I just, you just move on and you deal with it. And sometimes you're sad when anniversaries come up. What mom doesn't remember her child's birthday? Those come up, and along with my parents, I've lost two boys. They were adult in their 30s, but anyway, I think of them every day, all day long, and it's always there on my mind because they were a part of me. Once I carried them for 9 months, about as close to anyone you can get. And I just try to go on. I was writing in a journal, but I was in such deep sadness I couldn't write to them. But I want to dig out their journals because we're going to have a family reunion pretty soon. And I want people to feel free to write in that journal. And I never read what they write, but they're welcome to read what I write. It's nothing negative or anything like that. I might say there's a little bit of drama going on, but that's the furthest I get. I don't say anything negative. I just focus on the positive. And I know I'm going to be with them again, so, and my parents and all the other loved ones I've lost, so I just have to focus on that. Anyway, that's how I deal with grief. The next one is living with a prosthetic eye. I've had a prosthetic eye since I was 7. I was born with a very small eye. It didn't even look a whole lot like an eye, maybe a little bit. It looked like it had a pink sclera. It wasn't round like an eyeball, you know. It was kind of almost reminds me of flat jelly, but anyway, it's set up jelly with a pink sclera, a little blue iris, and a big old cataract. But it was very small. So anyway, when I was 7, we decided it was time to get a prosthetic eye. I mean, I've just I've just lived with it. I didn't miss the vision in the other eye because I never had it. I'm thankful I got one good eye. So, you know, when I was in high school, see, I had that eye, then I got a new one the next year, and then it lasted until I got married. But in high school, there's nothing I could do about it. I didn't know how to deal with it. I wore glasses, I wore makeup. My mother encouraged me to wear some makeup, and I did look better. I just lived with it. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it now. I usually wear glasses. I didn't today. I probably should have, but anyway, I didn't do it today. So, you know, it's hard. Sometimes I feel, you know, can anybody tell? But what I want to do is I'm not going to get too personal about this, but I'm going to say something that you'll probably laugh at anyway. Buddy, excuse me, honey. I want to get a surgery to lift this lid up because it's really drooping. My oculist, thought it was time too, and maybe it won't. Well, not everybody's does this. It's just mine because of the drooping eyelid. I'm sure it pops out, and I've woken up, and I'm sitting in my chair, and it's in my hand. I woke up, it's behind me in my chair. How it got there, I have no idea. It pops out quite a bit, but so I'm going to try to get that surgery if the doctor will do it, and maybe raise this eyebrow up a little bit. You can't, well, it's not so obvious now, but this side of my face is really dropping. I don't know why. There's a lot of deformities on this side of my head, my neck. My veins are different. My jugular vein and stuff, and my artery is really deep. And I just hope I get that surgery. I've thought about taping it. I might have to do that if I just hope that the insurance approves it. When you're on Medicare, it's really they've been pretty good so far. I've been denied a couple things, but it's okay. We'll get by somehow, even if I have to tape it. I'm sure they'll approve it, though. It's got to be medically necessary, so. I think that's about it. I go and see my doctor next month, and I hope, I hope he agrees that I need that surgery. I'm going to just leave this eye as it is. It droops sometimes, or it seems like it droops. Maybe when I'm dehydrated, it just sinks in like this, and it looks way different. He wants to be in the picture. Look at the camera, buddy. Look at the camera. See? Okay, excuse me, honey. Excuse me, pumpkin. Excuse me. He's just bound and determined he's not going to move. Anyway, so I guess that's all I have for this video. Maybe the next time I will deal with something else. I don't know what I know I'm a terrible procrastinator. I thought about doing one like that. I'm way behind in logging my bills in my ledger. That's one thing I just didn't, I don't know why I haven't done a lot of different things. But anyway, I gotta start making myself do stuff. But anyway, all right, well, until next time, focus on the positive, treat others like you wanted to be treated, and be thankful for what you have. Have a nice day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.